are here. I'm watching Live for Love TV. Live for Love TV, very educative program. Please subscribe, like, and share. Bless up, Aya.
Welcome back to Live for Love TV. Today's the 16th day of the third month of the 24th year inside the 21st century. I hope everyone's doing extremely well out there. Well, today I think we'll talk a little bit about immigration, illegal immigration, and immigration per se. It seems like in most Western countries now, first world countries apparently, this is what they call themselves, they're having immigration problems. And they keep putting this on the news and on the feeds, and they keep talking about illegal immigration and riving up their people, and they win political votes by saying they're going to do something about immigration. But, this is a red herring. Everybody who understands anything to do with immigration as it really stands knows it's a red herring. There is no country that does not survive of immigration. Now you can talk about illegal immigration, but let's be honest. Most of the people complaining about illegal immigration are actually talking about immigration per se. They hide behind the illegality part. They talk about immigration per se. I mean, I here on Live for Love TV as a simple little man, I can cure immigration tomorrow. Let's just close the borders on all of these countries and have no immigration whatsoever. And let's see how quickly their currencies devalue to base zero. I don't care if it's the pound, the US dollar. Just close the borders tomorrow and let nobody in, and your money will plummet. The markets will destroy you. And you know this. That's why you have immigration. That's why you have an immigration policy. But yet you portray it in such a way as if it's a bad thing, as if immigration is bad and there's a few illegals, or the illegals are causing all the problems. No, the problems are caused by the homegrown people, regardless of race, religion, or creed, who don't want to do the jobs that need to be done. And it also by the homegrown people who are not having enough children to increase the population to do the jobs that need to be done also. So it's a two-pronged problem there. You're not having enough children, and you know this. So if you had, let's say, 50 million people in a country, the way all these populations go, as they get richer in capitalism, people want to have less and less children. There's no more 7 children household, 5, 6, 4. You're lucky if you have 2. Mostly often it's 1, and often none. How can you keep a country running like that? That is absolutely ridiculous to conceive. So immigration is supply and demand. You have people who need a job and people who need a job filled. Everywhere you go that I've been where they talk about immigration, all I see is help needed, help wanted, apply within, jobs here, jobs there, jobs there. You go into stores all over, especially where I am here in Los Angeles. You go into stores and it's a massive store and you've got 2 people working in there. You have to wait minutes, half an hour for someone to turn and look at you. There's nobody working. And when there is somebody working, they're a migrant. They're migrants, sometimes speaking very little English. The problem that immigration has caused, is caused by the capitalist system itself. And nobody who's born in, let's say, a Western country like America or England or France, brings up their children to be a road sweeper. They actually steer them away from that job, from being, cleaners in hospitals or orderlies, or all of these jobs that nobody seems to want to do. Nobody who's homegrown, and this goes for immigrants as well. When an immigrant does a job such as a road sweeper, they themselves steer their own children, as their new children that's just come into this world, away from those very jobs. So you're always going to have immigration because people do not want to do these jobs. People see these jobs as dirty, as beneath them. As I was born here, why should I have to do those jobs? Those are basically, in quotes, immigrants' jobs. Well, yeah, they are. Well, then the fact is, there's so many of these service, industry, cleaning, whatever you want to call it, jobs that need to be filled. In fact, there's more of them than there is doctors. There's more of them than there is dentists. There's so much times more of those jobs. So you're going to get more and more immigration. Immigration is something that has been going on from day one. America itself was born on immigration. Sometimes people try to hide behind their disdain for migrants when they're really talking about people who are not like them. That's who they don't like. And as I said, this is not race specific, because you can see people who look like me in Chicago, in the UK, all over the place, complaining about migrants as well, complaining about people coming in and getting better treatment than they're getting. Well, let's be straight about this. It is true that quite often migrants are getting better treatment than the homegrown people, and the reason for it is the capitalist system needs them. If you're not going to do what the capitalist system wants, it really doesn't need you. So it has to appeal to those people. That's just the reality. It needs them. It can't survive without them, and the capitalist system knows it. Forget what your politicians try to win you over and turn you against people. They cannot survive without these type of migrants. And whether it was slavery, later on cheap labor, I mean, cheap labor is what runs all of these systems. I mean, the very thought that these big companies in the UK and in Europe and in America actually outsource most of their work to where? To countries where it's cheap labor. They outsource it. They outsource their phone companies. They outsource the actual manufacturing. The same thing to the migrant countries. And then eventually the migrants start coming over, and they're the first ones who want to employ them, of course, because they want cheap labor. And anybody who's born in a country, after a while, believes that they should not be working for this minimum wage or this cheap labor. They feel more like they have a right to a better wage. And I'm not saying they don't, but this is your problem. You have a problem that is basically unfixable, because the people who are in power will not tell you the truth. Do the menial jobs that nobody else wants to do, and have more children. Problem solved. Take care. Live for Love TV.
Hello everybody, my name is Caleb and you're watching Live for Love TV. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you.